My name's Anozike. I'm the lead partner, Cribs Apartment Nigeria Limited. We're into real estate. Blessed that person don't buy property from me before this in the clap. We're into real estate in the city of Port Harcourt, Abuja, and London. And by the grace of God, I'll take a segment of the topic I've been given to discuss to try to inspire you, also inform you, and not confuse you. Hello? Hello? So, if you are born in this generation, you're the most luckiest person to be born in this generation. Because this is the easiest generation to be rich. Yes. This is the easiest generation to be weak. The last speaker said something. He said some people are influencers. They are paying them money online. I don't think in my dispensation, 20 years ago, when I was in university, anybody would pay you to be on Facebook. Is that not? You tune your television today, you see couples that are recording their lifestyles every day, right? That's what they do. They are making money out of it. They are buying exotic cars. This dispensation is the easiest. And I also want to give you hope. If you take that from me, it is not as bad as we think it is. I am somebody that's, when I listen to people, yes, people have reasons to vet what they feel about government. But if you've been able to travel around the world, you will understand that even our situations is not as bad as we think. I've been to China before. I'll be in China in 2 weeks' time. I've been to China 3 times. China practice what they call communism. You can't stand up in China and pick a mic and talk against the government. You'll be dead. But the Chinese economy is the second largest economy in the world. I hope we know that. The Chinese economy is the second largest economy in the world. In fact, in Switzerland, they could not agree to have a government. So what they do, they have 6 people, 9 or 6 people that rules the country every 6 years, every 6 months. They will leave, another set of people will come and rule. So in our case, when we have people that rule us, because we know we've almost built our world around government. That's why sometimes we blame government for everything. I'm not that kind of person. What I see opportunities all over the place. And I take advantage of it. Somebody was shouting the other day, "Hey, Port Harcourt is dirty. Port Harcourt is smelling." And I said, do you know in Singapore, they are looking for trash to generate electricity. Singapore is buying trash now from China to keep their plants on. You think I'm joking? You can fact check me. Singapore is looking for trash. And you're seeing trash all over the place that will generate money. And we are shouting, Port Harcourt is smelling. Port Harcourt is smelling. People are generating gas from trash these days. But because we can't put our senses to thinking, and we think government must provide everything. Government must come and pick our trash. Government must throw our dustbin away. There are opportunities all over. And I understand somebody spoke on AI. I wish I was here earlier because I like learning. And this is the dispensation of AI. With AI today, you can do a proposal and research. There are companies all over the world. I was told to speak on real estate. I'll still come back to that too. There are companies all over the world today that are looking for opportunities to invest. I was reading an article yesterday. OPay. You know OPay is not a Nigerian company. It's going to be shortlisted in Singapore. And they are making their money from you. OPay is not a Nigerian company. They sat down in Asia and saw a need in Nigeria. OPay does not have a physical office that is as big as this in Nigeria. And their turnover is over 5.4 trillion. I'm saying trillion. Opay has a transaction of over 40 million customers. How many does UBA have? Some young persons like you sat down in somewhere in Asia. So you see what I say, don't put so much emphasis on government. Because you'll be what? Mentally lazy. Think of a problem you can solve. This is the easiest generation. Pick your phone, do research, go to YouTube and watch things. And the moment you do that, you'll be informed. So don't wait for... How much does Rivers State government has? What is the budget of Rivers State government? That's not up to one county in New York. Yes. Fact check me. Use ChatGPT check. And we're shouting. So your generation is the most luckiest generation, except you're mentally lazy. But if you can think out of the box, you can do what? You can make money in this dispensation. Which brings me to my topic. I've been asked to speak on diversifying real estate development to promotion of hospitalities and tourism. So I will just speak the tourism part to speak on because it has to do with young people. Today we call Lagos the center of entertainment, is it not? Hello, let's communicate now. Hello? We call Lagos the center of what? Entertainment. What is entertainment? It's tourism, is it not? Every celebrity, everybody even start from Port Harcourt and become superstar will do what? Move to Lagos. Because it is what? The center of what? Tourism and hospitality. So I've been asked to speak on how do we diversify real estate development to that tourism, and which I said I will speak on the part of the younger ones that has to do, because young people promote tourism. If you've seen on TikTok, there is this group of boys in Tanzania that always hold this placard and jump into the water. You remember? How many of us have seen those guys? They'll hold it and jump. Do you know people travel all the way from US just to come and do that? People travel all the way from US just to come and do that. Do you know that's tourism? And they're also doing what? They are promoting their country and their states. Who are they? Are they old women? They are young people. They are also doing what? Promoting tourism. I went to Nairobi. I was having a program with, the speaker mentioned is Professor Mulumba. And I saw this young set of people that normally comes out each time you come to Jemarot. They're always in front of there, wearing their cultural attire of the Nairobi people. They always have this thing they do, who. And they'll come and welcome you, they will dance and all that, and you give them money. You're checking into a $350 hotel. Somebody's at the door dancing to you, making you feel comfortable, making you enjoy your stay. And at the end of the day, you're forced to do what? You're forced to tip them. So each time we come, I will always want to go and take photograph with them, because the only reason we can show that we were in Nairobi was if we are able to take photograph with those people. I traveled again. I went to France. I was indoors. I didn't have anything to do. I was done. I was waiting to leave the next day. And my wife asked me, have you gone to see the Ivory? I like staying indoors if I travel. She said, no. She said, if you come Paris, you no go see the Ivory, you never come Paris. Nobody go believe you. So I was forced to go there and do what? Take a photograph, just to prove that I came to what? I came to Paris. If you go to Dubai, you'll see Museum of the Future. You will see the, what they call that placard thing, they call it frame, they call it and all that. All those things has to do with what? Real estate. And who are the young people? If you want to, what that thing you fall from the plane now in Dubai? Skydive. If you see people that are doing that, they are all young people like me and you. So how can we diversify real estate development into tourism and hospitality? It has to do with us deciding as Port Harcourt people to make here a destination. What are we known for? Do you know when you travel today, people want to talk about bole and fish? People talk about bole and fish, right? All your friends that come into the state, they want to eat bole and fish. And Elekaya Housing Estate is the depot where people want to go and eat that. Do you know that's tourism? Some guys came from Canada and organized bole and fish festival. It's one of the biggest events in this state. How are we promoting it to real estate development to make sure that there are houses when people come for that event, they will have accommodation to stay? How are we making sure that by the sideline there are other gigs when people come to eat bole and fish or attend that event, they can have other things to see, not just bole and fish? So we must build a destination that has an identity. What are we known for? If I ask you today, what is Port Harcourt known for? Some people will say we are known for Aboy Alpha. We are known for bole. How are we promoting that bole to make it a global delicacy that everybody in the world wants to come and eat bole? We've done well in Nigeria. Everybody knows Port Harcourt as the heart of bole and fish. Are we promoting it? So, tourism and hospitality is a key driver of the economy. Kenya, as a country today, lives on tourism. Kenya benefits from tourism and hospitality. If you go to Kenya, they said currently they are ranked as the most friendliest people in Africa. And it is true. I saw it firsthand. If you go to Kenya, everybody smiles at you. They are very welcoming. They want you to stay more. The gateman will ask you, I hope you're enjoying your stay in Kenya. Hope you're having fun. You go to the safari, you see a lot of white people enjoying themselves there. In Port Harcourt, how are we doing to promote that? A hotel just opened in University of Port Harcourt. Fantastic hotel. What's the name of that hotel again? Julie Rose. Fantastic place. Very beautiful. What are the students there also? Because a friend came from Abuja and she said she saw it on TikTok that she wants to visit there. And she found out that the only thing that is entertaining is just the hotel that is there. What about the other side gigs? Are there theater art students in Uniport? Can they put something together that when people come, they can get distracted and spend money? And people can make money from it. Do you know people pay money to go and see Oxford University? People pay money just to enter, to move around Oxford University. This is a library, this is this. People pay money. Some people don't know where Uniport is. Can you organize like a small group that has to do with a tour group? Somebody that can take me around University of Port Harcourt. If I visit Port Harcourt for the first time and somebody said, do you know where Uniport is? Yes, I've been there. And somebody does what? Take me around. Do you know you can do that? You can create a TikTok account and say, whenever you're in Julie Rose, call this number. I can take you around and show you University of Port Harcourt. I've given somebody an idea, Abi. Because people want to see, what is tourism? Tourism is this. People go about, they want to see. I went to Kigali, took us to the graveside of those that were killed. And it was all silent. There are some white people who were playing violin. They were there enjoying. We just went around, looked. They took us to the open. That was it. It was free. But when you're leaving, you must give charity something. And we gave. So who is doing that? So when I say your generation is the easiest, because everything you is money. I almost shout, praise the Lord. And we have, I'll discuss on the government and private sector partnership. The organizers of this program reached out to private sector and said, this is the idea we are trying to share. Can you partner with us? Can you partner with us? That is where private sector come in. If they were depending on government for this, me and you know that it will not work. Abi? So that was why I started by saying We must not leave everything in the hands of government. Government is less than 1% of the entire population. So we must not leave it. We can also, in our own, organize ourselves and build up ourselves. And that's why I'm happy when I came in here, I saw that it was a generation of young people that are here. Part of what I want to do is also try to inspire you and maybe a little change your mindset from the perception you have to tell you that you must not necessarily rely on government. Some of us build a brand where we don't depend on, in fact, we are fighting with government in our own way. This is June. Most companies are auditing. Me and FRS, we are fighting. Me and them, we are fighting. Why are we fighting? Because I have an organization that has about 37 persons that work in the office that runs into, and you want to try, and instead of you to come and encourage me, you want to come and strangle me with tax and all that. But again, we need to pay tax. We need to pay tax. So the government is not there to support you, but you must look for a solution to what you're doing. So that's why organizations like this will look for private sector to do what? To partner so that they can be able to pass out their message. Hello? So we look at the opportunities in the development aspect. Now, for those of us that have had the opportunity of traveling, if you know the museum in Paris, you will understand how much states make from even structures that are standing. I'm trying to remember the name they call it now. Can we point one building today in this state, apart from the point block secretariat, that all of us, when we see it as a developer, you're very marveled? Can we point one structure today that we are proud of, that this is iconic? We want to see this. If you go to Dubai, Dubai has been able to achieve that. They've diversified real estate in such a way that people just go to see houses, take photo like the Burj Khalifa, for instance. Not everybody sleep there, but in fact, 80% of the people that take photographs there don't sleep there. They just go to see. I'm also a victim. I've done that too. The Pan Jumeirah, you just want to go there and take photograph. They did those developments to attract you to come and see it and also appreciate the tourism potential they have in their country. Can we say today in Port Harcourt, there is this building that used to be in Delta Hospital, and Delta, is it Delta something, somewhere in OGRA, Delta Hotel. They used to have this building that was suspended on the air that they used like the colonial master built it. I don't know if today we still have such buildings anymore. Can we point one? Those are things that we need in development. We'll start looking at to diversify so that we can have structures that can be able to, people can come and say proudly, this is River State structure. You have this kind of buildings in River State. While I was building estates, part of what I wanted to do was, I wanted to name some of my estates indigenous name. But I'll tell you what happened. When we pick a name to name the estate, the next community will come and say, that name you want to give to that place, that is not the community. That's name you want to, maybe this is a GRA now, and you want to call here Oroworuku Estates. They will now come and tell you that this place is not Oroworuku, so you cannot call it Oroworuku Estate. They will not give you a name that maybe their ancestors forgot. It's like the former governor changed garrison to, I can't remember, Abale. Is it Abale or something? Rebisi. I'm not sure if you tell any taxi driver today that you're going to Rebisi, they will remember. So that was part of the problem we have. But we also we need to start looking at that, because those are also act of promoting tourism and hospitality. So I think I didn't go with much talk, like I said. My topic, like I said, is not for, it's deep. It's something I would not want to dwell into too much, because those that will understand this, the level we want to take it to is a very higher frequency, because at the end of the day, I'll call for investors, but I don't see somebody that can raise me like 3 billion naira. Maybe the fish surprise me. Hello. So I'll speak to you in a generation that you can understand, so that when you leave here, you will pick something from my talk. Like I said, from what I am seeing in this crowd, I am seeing a younger, vibrant generation that the future of Nigeria surely depend on. Don't get discouraged with what is happening today in this country. Let nobody discourage you. Some of us, nobody gave us the opportunity. Nobody. When I mean nobody gave us the opportunity. The last speaker said his mom was a civil servant, the dad was a pastor. Mine was a tomato seller. She cannot make a clear sentence in English. But that did not stop me from ascertaining the potential God has deposited in me. If you're a young person here, there is something in you that God has placed in your hand and in your head. Don't look at the societal norms to get discouraged. Think for what you can do. How you can monetize that idea of yours. Is it fashion? Is it fashion you're crazy about? Fashion is among the 4 biggest industries in the world. Is it tech? Tech is one of the biggest in the world today. If you see how much they pay people that are into cybersecurity abroad, you'll be shocked. So let nobody discourage you. You can sit in the comfort of Choba, Elelewon, and work in New York today. And you earn dollar for it. So the least that is happening is to be bothered what's happening in Rumochakara and what happens in other. Develop yourself to be able to face the world of today. And the world of today is the easiest. If I had the opportunity of seeing people stand today to ask me, to tell me some of the things you guys are feeding yourself today with, maybe I would have gone far in life. But in today's world, you have opportunity. If you open social media, people are talking. People are sharing ideas with you. You can read on the products from A to Z on the internet. The only thing you owe yourself is don't let the system do what? Discourage you. All of us cannot come out and shout government, government, government. Government are just few individuals. But we can build ourselves to the point that when we come, our success can change the system. I don't know if you're getting me. So I want to encourage you today, please don't get discouraged with what happened. This country is a great country. We have the brightest people in the world. Put your hands together for yourself, please. We are the brightest. Travel anywhere. Meet a Nigerian man. There is no Nigerian man that is dull abroad. I've never seen anyone. Everybody is doing well. So you too can also do well. Okay? So I think with this viewpoint of mine, I'm not going to bore you with this. I've been able to convince you and not confuse you. Thank you very much.